Can you see me? Get out of there. Yo, you get shooting on that.
Yeah.
Hello! Welcome to the new video today. Big project. The biggest project I've started, oh, one sec. Biggest project I've started all year because I've done no mods at all. Hey, pass me those canards. Just kidding, I put them away. Do you guys hear that? I bought canards. You know those things, right? You know what I'm saying? We got mods, baby. We got mods coming in, wheels, lip kit, all that. But today we're doing more interior stuff to the shitbox. We're experimenting. We're getting ready to do this on the main build when we do Rolls-Royce Starlight. Today we're gonna paint the headliner black. We're gonna take the whole top of the car off and paint it black. This off, we're gonna take that off, we're gonna take that off, we're gonna take that out, take that out. We're gonna take that out, we're gonna take that out, and everything in here that is white and beige that Mazda didn't paint black is gonna go black. So, without further ado, this is the last time you'll see this just like this, because these are gonna go black. These are gonna go black. That is gonna go black. Those handles are gonna go. So, without further ado, what we're gonna do is show you guys, this is gonna be a 2-day process. We're just gonna take everything out. I'm gonna show you guys how to take everything out. And then tomorrow we'll start painting everything. So let's get straight into it.
First things first, rip the B-pillar off. Go in beside the button, pry out the little plastic cap, then you spread it, and get it out from over the button.
Paint that.
What?
We have to paint this.
God. I thought I was gonna break it for a second.
Yeah, break it.
So now that that's all off, you take this one and just go pry it off. And there's a clip up top. It hooks into the body of the car.
Paint that. We have to paint this too. We're gonna go like that. We're gonna get rid of that. Take a screwdriver. Is there any reason why this is still holding on?
Nope.
Yeah, I figured. Sick. Hey! Hello?
Pull that weather stripping down, Colton. Yeah, there you go. Now it's a loose goose. No, dude, you're getting. There's still pins in the roof.
Alright guys, so headliner is out. We had to take the passenger seat out, and taking the driver's seat out would be definitely recommended if you guys have the extra time. We have everything ready and we will be here tomorrow painting the headliner and the other pieces. The only thing that we won't, unfortunately, is this. There's just no way to take this off. So you're gonna have one white piece left over, unfortunately, but we'll see you tomorrow when we start painting. And we're back in the shop the next day. So I just picked up all the paint, and all we're primarily gonna be using today is this matte black duplicate color vinyl and fabric paint. I got 4 cans of this. Might probably need more, especially for the headliner. And then I also have some matte clear coat to keep it from, or prevent any scratching and stuff like that, to keep it clean. And I'm doing matte to go with the matte finishes that the other interior has to offer, where it is black. So all right guys, so I've already done a couple coats on some of the pieces here. As you guys can see, the second coat in, and it's actually looking pretty good. This stuff dries pretty quick, and because this is on a gritty surface, you're not gonna have too much worry about, you know, scratching it unless you take your nail and just rip it apart. So obviously there's some pieces with a little bit more of a grit like this, but they all have some sort of grit, so I don't think scratching or anything is gonna be too much of an issue. So we're gonna do the first coat on that. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing here, just to make it a little easier for you guys. So I have my vinyl and fabric paint here in the matte black. You just start the first coat very light, and then you can go a little heavier as you go on. Like I said, just a very decent light coat to start with. Try and get all 4 angles, because there are some places that might be a little bit more hidden that you can see when in the car. So that's a good first coat, and then I'll hit the little guys up too. And just like that. So go ahead and we can let all that dry too. That's on to its third coat in a minute here, and I think 3 coats should be good enough as long as the second one's a little thicker and the third one's quite thick. Pieces like this is your front lights for the roof. This is a little bit of a situation because this doesn't really come out that easy. So what I'm gonna do is, for these, I'm gonna push these in because we need to be able to paint inside the ridge so there's no beige left in there. I'm gonna push those in to start, and then once I know there's quite a bit of paint in there, then I'm gonna push this out and get the edges of the actual button. And same for this, get all that in there, and then we're gonna move it over and paint in there. This paint's really good, it doesn't go in thick, neither is it really runny, so worrying about electricals and stuff, I wouldn't be too worried. Worst case scenario, if you do get any on the lens, it's really easy to clean off lenses. So this is the dome light, this is the one in the back. And so I actually took the module out because it's quite straightforward, and this is where the button sits. But if you do take this one out, because it's a lot easier, there's a couple springs that sit in here. So make sure, what I believe is that the springs sit in this little thing, and it allows you to click back and forth the little ridges. For this, we're gonna be having a white piece, so I could actually take this out, which was really nice. And then I do have a warning thing for the airbags, which I like to keep things like that, so I masked that off. This is the mirror piece that came out. It's just clipped in there, and it's really straightforward. The thing is, I can't necessarily paint this either unless I did some really, really hardcore masking. I just don't want to deal with it. So now that the painting is all done, it looks fantastic. I'm gonna bring the car in and we'll start putting it back together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're not gonna get the best lighting because it's disgusting out. I just already got ash in my eye. But here you guys have it, the blacked out look. So the A pillar is blacked out, the B pillar is blacked out, the roof, the visors, this, that. If we go back here, you guys can see that piece right there is blacked out, and you can see the B pillar closer up along with everything in it. So the only thing that wasn't blacked out were the handles and these pieces right here, because these were impossible. You just can't paint those unless you're desperate. So yeah, that's your entire look at it. It looks super sick. It's not really much of a change for me, to be honest, because like we see this in the new Mazdas. Obviously I work at Mazda, right? So this is kind of normal, but for like no preparation, the paint turned out fantastic. Super stoked with how it looked. Without further ado, that's all I got for you. So there's your final look at the blacked out interior and headliner on the Mazda 3. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, comment down below. What do you guys think? We're kind of banging out this interior stuff. What if I painted these black? Because these are from the Mazda CX-3, so they got a cool design. I think that'd be pretty cool if those were black. So let me know on that. Looking for ideas to do kind of stuff like that. And I actually kind of enjoy doing that. So hit the subscribe button, leave a like on the video, comment down below, turn on post notifications. Other than that, guys, keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.